10 most expensive flowers in the world. Before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Mob Luxury. Here are the 10 most expensive flowers in the world. Number 10, hydrangeas. Although the hydrangea is the most expensive flower in the world, it's still fairly affordable. A stem costs approximately $7. The flower blooms twice a year during the spring and autumn. The color changes according to the soil's pH and it can be pink or blue. The plant is native to the Americas and South Asia, but has adapted well in other countries. The plant can reach 3 meters tall. The hydrangea flower stands out thanks to its gorgeous color and also because of its shape. The flower is easy to grow and doesn't need special care.
Shade is probably best, well-drained soil, and then...
Number 9, Glorizia. The Glorizia is native to the tropical Asia and Africa. This flower is scarce and gets a lot of attention for its vibrant color and irregular shape. It represents ambition and success, so it is an excellent gift for someone who is starting college or just got a new job. Each bulb costs $10. Although it's among the most expensive flowers in the world, this is another affordable item on the list.
Appearing on this, so you will get flowers on the Gloriosa lily over a long period of time.
Number 8, Lysithanius. The Lysithanius blooms once a year and is a flower that grows in warm regions. It is natural to Greece, but it has adapted well to other hot places like South America, the Caribbean, and Mexico. It comes in different variations of purple or white and costs up to $35 per plant. It is also easy to breed at home. The flower means a lasting bond between the two people. It's an excellent choice if you are looking for the perfect flower to give someone important. In some cultures, it also means tradition. Number 7, Lily of the Valley. According to a legend, the flower appeared when the Virgin Mary's tears touched the ground when her son was killed. Lily of the Valley looks harmless. The delicate, tiny flowers and sweet smell can be deceiving. It's actually a highly poisonous flower and even appeared in an episode of Breaking Bad. The poison is used to protect the seeds from predators. The Lily of the Valley only grows for a couple of weeks during the spring. They are only one of the most expensive flowers in the world and cost up to $50 per plant. They are actually highly popular at weddings.
Version. Convallaria majuscule green. That is
Number 6, tulip bulb. It is impossible to think about Holland without imagining kilometers for colorful tulip fields. They are available in most any supermarket in the country for not very much money at all. However, this wasn't always the case. Back in the 17th century, the flower was scarce and there was a high speculation around the bulbs due to the high demand. The most expensive was the Semper Augustus. There was already sold for 10,000 guilders, nearly $5,700 today. Back then, the amount was enough to buy a property or live an uncomfortable life for a few years. Number 5, saffron crocus. The saffron crocus is a valuable flower not for its beauty, but because it has saffron, one of the most expensive spices in the world. It takes 80,000 flowers for 500 grams of saffron, so it is clear that they are both super expensive. This plant can cost up to $1,500 each. The saffron crocus usually blossoms once a year during the fall. Although it is definitely costly, it is easy to grow the flower at home and they demand little care. Number 4, Rothschild orchid. Rothschild orchid is one of the most expensive and rarest flowers in the world. It was discovered in 1987 and it was nearly extinct. It cost almost $5,000 per plant. However, it is only available on the black market because it's an endangered species and therefore protected by law. The rare orchid is of the Kinabalu National Park in Malaysia and has an interesting petal shape. However, you need to be patient because it takes 15 years to blossom and it only grows in particular conditions.
They push out folded in half, but then as they start to mature.
Number 3, Shenzhen Nanki orchid. Shenzhen Nanki is the most valuable orchid in the world and one of the most expensive flowers you can buy. It was named after a group of researchers who spent almost a decade developing the green flower. It's challenging to cultivate and that's why it's hard to find. It takes 5 years for the plant to show its first flowers, but it's worth it. Back in 2005, an anonymous buyer bought it at an auction and paid over $200,000 for the Shenzhen Nanki orchid. It was the most expensive flower bought until that day.
Many evolved along very specific ecological lines, often to attract very particular.
Number 2, Juliet Rose. The Juliet Rose is known as a $3 million rose. This is how much David Austin, a rose breeder, spent to create the perfect flower. It took 15 years and it's the most expensive flower ever made. On the market, it cost nearly $5 million. These roses were presented to the public at the Chelsea Flower Show in 2007. People who attended the fair were mesmerized by the perfect of the peachy apricot flower. They were also impressed by the astronomical price. It is David Austin's most famous work. Number 1. Caterpillar flower. Some things in life are priceless. The caterpillar flower is one of them. It's considered the most exclusive flower in the world, and it just grows in some parts of Sri Lanka. But what makes it so unique? The caterpillar flower only blooms once and during the night. After a few hours it fades away. The flower is also known for its smell, that is known as the Midnight Miracle, and has a calming quality. Few people in the world were lucky enough to see the flowers in person. It is possible to buy a bottle of caterpillar perfume, however you will never be sure if that is really how the flower smells. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also watch the next 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.